Welcome back to Coach Coin Collectibles. Today, we're exploring 3 fascinating USA $quarter coins that collectors love to search for: the 1988 quarter in circulated condition, the 1985 quarter in good condition, and the 1989 quarter in rusty condition. While these quarters were produced in large numbers, certain examples with unique errors, exceptional preservation, or unusual characteristics can attract significant attention from collectors. Whether you're a beginner coin hunter or an experienced numismatist, these coins offer an exciting glimpse into American history, design, and the hidden treasures that may still be found in everyday pocket change. Stay tuned as we count down our top 3 rare $quarter coins and uncover what makes each one special in today's collecting market. Let's start. The fascinating 1988 United States $quarter coin in circulating condition. While millions of these coins were produced for everyday use, many collectors are now paying increased attention to surviving examples from this year. The 1988 quarter remains an important piece of American numismatic history, and interest in well-preserved circulated examples continues to grow among hobbyists who appreciate classic Washington quarters. As the demand for vintage U.S. coins rises, many collectors are searching through their pocket change and old collections hoping to discover valuable specimens from this memorable year. The 1988 quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series that first began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of President George Washington. By 1988, the design had become one of the most recognizable coin designs in the United States. These quarters circulated widely across the country during a period of significant economic growth and technological advancement in America. Because they were used extensively in everyday commerce, many surviving examples show signs of wear, making attractive circulated pieces increasingly desirable to collectors seeking historical coins with genuine character. On the front side of the coin, collectors can see the familiar portrait of George Washington facing left. The design features the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date, 1988. The portrait reflects the dignity and leadership of America's first president and remains one of the most enduring images ever placed on U.S. currency. The reverse side displays a majestic eagle with its wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows and framed by olive branches. Above the eagle appears "United States of America," while below are the words "$quarter." This classic reverse design symbolizes strength, peace, and national pride, making the coin an important representation of American heritage. From a cultural and historical perspective, the 1988 quarter serves as a reminder of everyday life in late 20th century America. Countless transactions, purchases, and daily activities involved this coin, making it a small but meaningful witness to American history. Collectors appreciate these quarters not only for their monetary value but also for the stories they represent. Holding a circulated 1988 quarter creates a direct connection to the people and events of that era, which adds an extra layer of appeal beyond simple collecting. The 1988 Washington quarter has a standard weight of 5.67 grams and is composed of a copper-nickel clad construction. It has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and features a reeded edge. These specifications remained consistent throughout the modern Washington quarter series and contributed to the coin's durability during years of circulation. Even after decades of use, many examples retain enough detail to remain attractive additions to a collection. Several key facts make the 1988 quarter particularly interesting. It was struck at multiple United States mint facilities and produced in very large quantities. However, collectors continue searching for examples with strong strikes, minimal wear, and potential minting variations. Coins that exhibit exceptional preservation, unique characteristics, or collectible errors can attract significant attention in the numismatic marketplace. This ongoing interest has helped maintain strong demand for examples from this year. When discussing rarity and condition, it is important to understand that most 1,988 quarters found in circulation are common. However, attractive circulated specimens with clear details and pleasing appearance remain highly sought after by collectors assembling date sets. As higher-grade examples become more difficult to locate in everyday circulation, collector demand often increases. The combination of historical significance, recognizable design, and growing collector interest continues to support enthusiasm for the 1988 quarter. In today's collector market, a typical circulated 1988 quarter may be worth only a modest amount above face value. However, for the purpose of illustrating the excitement that often surrounds rare coin discoveries, some collectors imagine exceptional examples reaching impressive values. Certain highly desirable specimens are sometimes discussed with estimated collector figures of £250, £450, or even £750, which equals approximately £250, £450, and £750 respectively. These figures are often associated with particularly desirable characteristics, outstanding preservation, or unique collectible appeal. Such discussions help fuel the excitement that keeps coin collecting one of the most popular hobbies in the world. For collectors interested in adding a 1988 quarter to their collection, careful examination is always worthwhile. Looking for sharp details, attractive surfaces, and any unusual minting characteristics can make the collecting experience more rewarding. Proper storage in protective holders can help preserve the coin's condition and maintain its long-term appeal. Patience, research, and attention to detail often lead to the most satisfying collecting discoveries. The 1988 United States quarter dollar remains a beloved piece of American coinage that combines history, artistry, and collector interest in one small coin. Its classic Washington design, historical importance, and continued popularity among numismatists ensure that it remains an exciting collectible. Whether discovered in circulation, inherited from a family collection, or purchased from a dealer, the 1988 quarter continues to capture the attention of collectors who appreciate the enduring legacy of America's coinage. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more exciting rare coin discoveries. Number 3. The 1989 United States Washington quarter dollar, a coin that continues to attract attention from collectors across the country. Even when found in rusty or environmentally damaged condition, this historic quarter remains an interesting piece of American coinage. While most 1989 quarters were produced for everyday circulation, some examples have become highly sought after due to exceptional preservation, mint errors, and collector demand. If you have a 1989 quarter tucked away in a coin jar or old collection, you may want to take a closer look because certain examples can be worth much more than their face value. The 1989 Washington quarter was issued during a period when the quarter dollar played an important role in daily commerce throughout the United States. This coin belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. By 1989, the design had become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, passing through the hands of countless Americans and becoming part of the nation's everyday economic life. On the front of the coin, collectors will find the familiar portrait of George Washington facing left. The design reflects dignity, leadership, and the enduring legacy of one of America's most influential historical figures. The inscriptions include Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1989. Even on coins showing signs of rust-like environmental damage or discoloration, the portrait often remains visible enough to tell the story of decades spent in circulation. Turning the coin over reveals the classic eagle reverse design used before the state quarters program began in 1999. The powerful eagle stands proudly with wings spread above a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness, while olive branches beneath represent peace. Around the design appear the inscriptions, United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. This reverse design has become a favorite among collectors because it represents an important era in American numismatic history. From a cultural and historical perspective, the 1989 quarter represents a snapshot of late 20th century America. It circulated during a period of technological growth, economic change, and significant historical developments. Because these quarters were used extensively in everyday transactions, they provide a tangible connection to the experiences of ordinary Americans during that time. For many collectors, Owning a 1989 quarter is about preserving a small but meaningful piece of United States history. The coin has a standard weight of approximately 5.67 grams and is composed of a copper core clad between layers of nickel. This durable composition was designed to withstand heavy circulation, allowing many examples to survive for decades. Even coins that display rusty appearances due to environmental exposure still retain their historical significance and continue to interest collectors who appreciate circulated pieces with character. One of the most interesting facts about the 1989 quarter is that it was struck at multiple United States mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. While common circulated examples are plentiful, collectors actively search for high-grade uncirculated specimens and rare mint errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, and other unusual production varieties can generate considerable excitement within the collecting community and may command premium prices when authenticated. When discussing rarity and condition, it is important to understand that a rusty or environmentally damaged 1989 quarter is generally less desirable than a well-preserved example. However, demand for vintage Washington quarters remains strong, and collectors frequently examine even worn pieces for unusual characteristics. A coin with visible wear, discoloration, or corrosion may still hold value as part of a collection, especially if it displays an uncommon error or variety. The highest premiums are typically reserved for coins with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal signs of handling. In today's market, most circulated 1989 quarters are worth around 25 cents to a few dollars depending on condition. Better preserved examples can reach values of $5, $10, $25, or more. Exceptional uncirculated pieces and verified error coins may sell for hundreds of dollars, with some notable specimens reaching prices above $100 and even several $100s at auction. For viewers interested in British currency comparisons, a collectible coin valued at $100 would be approximately £75 to £80, while a coin valued at $300 could be worth around £225 to £240 depending on current exchange rates. For collectors, patience and careful examination are essential. Always check the mint mark, inspect the coin for unusual features, and avoid cleaning the surface, as cleaning can reduce collectible value. Proper storage in protective holders can help preserve the coin's condition for years to come. Even a quarter that appears ordinary at first glance could reveal a fascinating detail that makes it far more desirable than expected. The 1989 Washington quarter remains a fascinating coin that continues to capture the interest of collectors and enthusiasts. Although a rusty condition may limit its value compared to pristine examples, the coin still represents an important chapter in American numismatic history. With strong collector interest, historical significance, and the possibility of valuable varieties, the 1989 quarter remains a coin worth examining closely. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check your pocket change. You never know when a hidden treasure might be waiting to be discovered.